Hello folks and welcome back to Mindustry. Last time we captured this bad boy, which I'm very excited about, and we exposed ourselves to another eradication base. I think we have a sector under attack, which is nuclear production complex. It looks like it's going to be okay. So what we're going to do and spend some time here doing is building this bad boy out a little bit more than what it is right now, because it's not a lot. And there's not a whole bunch here that I'm really super worried about grabbing and making sure we have as a resource. That may be right or wrong. But there's a lot of power that we can have around here. And I also want to just make sure that we don't get like completely, totally wrecked down the road here. So we're going to try to make sure we can establish some better defenses here that we can protect ourselves with down the road. Because if they were to come back here, it's not that big of a deal for them to just send, especially air units up here and just wipe us out. So what I'm thinking here, and I'm not planning on spending a whole lot of time in this area, but what I'm thinking here is that we build up, wow, you can see all the cool stuff I used to have there. We're going to build a couple of specters going across here. Those are going to be fed, most likely, let's just get rid of all that stuff. Let's see, where are we going to get, there's thorium up there, so that's probably going to be our main spot. Then I would like to... Let's see, what do we have down? There's nothing down there. Okay. So we're going to have to do something up in this area, and I think that's all we really need to worry about for right now. I think. I'm not totally positive, but I'm a big fan of the random power that we have throughout most of this area. So, first things first, we're going to get rid, or we're going to change these guys over to monos, and I just want to see what I don't know, not planet map. There we go, resources. If we go over and take a look here at the mono, it goes to a poly, which goes to a mega, and it automatically repairs damaged structures capable of carrying blocks and small ground units. That sounds super cool. I'm not going to explore that right now. I just need units that are able to help me. So we'll get that going. And you can just go over there for right now, I guess. Alright, we're going to come back down here. I want to establish just a few little things. Nothing crazy, but again, enough to get us just rolling along here. There's some more thorium over here, so we're definitely going to tap into that as well. And get rid of some of this other junk that's in our way, so that we can focus on what we need to do. But I do want to get power set up, so we're going to continue this power structure over here. We're going to use some of this thorium for power as well, and get some of that rolling along. And, well, I guess we don't really even need to do that. We have plenty of stuff that we can use for power sources here. But I don't really have a game plan today. Today's video is all about just going through and making sure this place is locked down so that when the bad guys decide to attack us, they don't really have good options. That's my main goal right now, is to clear this area out for them so that we can't do that. And we may get some silicon production going because you can see there's huge areas of coal. I might actually bring that area down to like right here as my base area. And that should cover any flying units that may or may not pop in. I think that's going to be the play. But let's go ahead and get our air blast drill set up. We're going to supply it with water. And we also need to supply it with some power, which we'll get going here in just a moment. For right now, we're just going to pull this across. There we go. All right. And then we're going to take all of that, bring it on down this way, and we'll keep going through. And I want to go there. To there. And we're going to bring it down that way. And I think this is going to be kind of our line. That's going to be where we hold. Alright, so we're going to build some specters. Do I want to put water to support them? So I could do something like this. I think that's what I want to do. Because then I can put water extractors. Boom, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Do 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 do. We'll do all of that, and then we will have this all go where it needs to be. And I gotta go find my helpers. Where'd they go? Where are you, helpers? Or do we just stop making them? Do I have too many? I might have too many. Oh, I just stopped. I stopped deconstructing it. That would cause that problem, yes. Okay, so we'll get that fixed. Then we'll go through and hopefully be able to, you know, do something a little more here without too much further work. Oh, and I guess I should have a splitter right there as well. There we go. Now we're producing plenty of power. Who are you? It's just Horizon. There we go. And I want you guys to be default helping me. And alright, who's gonna follow me around? Yay, come with me. I'm very tired if you can't tell. Hence all of the random sound effects and songs and all of the unnecessary tomfoolery that we're going to experiment with here today. But really, I just want to make sure that we get some basic stuff set up here, and we do it. Thank you again for everybody who's left feedback, especially about how I do factories and all that stuff. I know that I don't need to do vaults going into everything. It's just playing logistic games over and over and over again usually requires vaults or storage of some type. So that's just where my brain goes whenever I get a task or a challenge that involves collecting resources. That's what my brain does, is it goes into vault mode immediately. So we're going to throw in some walls here. I don't know if thorium walls are going to be the best choice, but I don't want to use up a ton of resources that I don't have, so that's what we're going to use. And we're going to have some friends come help us out, it looks like. Thank you, friends. Oh, I guess I also need to make sure power is, you know, working for all of them. And I'm purposely keeping this kind of over to the side. Not because I just want to make sure that if power gets lost somewhere, we can quickly connect it back either through this side or the other side. There we go. We're getting that built. And last time was a lot of fun. It was a long, I think it was like an hour and 45-minute long video or something along those lines. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it very greatly. And I am glad that one's over. I really wanted to take this sector, and I'm glad that we got it recaptured and all of that stuff. We're also going to build up some force projectors here just to make sure we stay nice and safe. And then we need to provide a men projector to reinforce all of this stuff. Make sure that stays nice and safe. And then the last thing we need to do is get some water as well. There we go. Okay. So we're all set there. We are down big time on the power front. So we're going to go over here. We're going to find some of these thermal generators. So we have a spot right there, more over here, another spot over there. All stuff that we can take advantage of. We're going to go in here and thermal generator. There it is, thermal generator. That bad boy all hooked up. Connected to power. 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 I didn't realize, I forgot we built a meltdown there too. Awesome. Alright, let's see, where else do we have thermal stuff that we can do things with? Because that is most definitely not enough power. Maybe it is. Or did I just hook up these things down there wrong? No, we're good. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. I don't think we need to worry about any of the other parts of that. Next step that we want to consider. What do we want to make a factory for? Plastium. Does that make sense here? It needs oil and titanium. We can easily make oil and titanium to get plastium. That's definitely an option. Phase weaver. We have thorium. We have sand. I think we set up enough of those right now. I mean, we don't have a ton, but we have enough. A surge smelter to get surge alloy is just so much. There's so much that's required for that. If we go back over into the information about it, it needs copper, lead, titanium, and silicon. We can easily set up silicon production. Pyrite I don't need, blast don't need right now. And I think that's all we're really looking at. So, I think Plastium is going to be the winner here for the most part, because we can easily spin a lot of these up into something and then combine it with titanium, which this map has in droves, and do all the things. But let's go in here and see what we need to do. It's a, what is it? The centrifuge? Yeah, the coal centrifuge. And it does require water. Okay, that's not a big deal. We can pump some water up here, use that coal centrifuge and bring it here and pump that out, and then we can supply some titanium, and then we have one of our things. I think that's what I want to do. Let's go play with how all of that works out. So we have all of that, so that covers that whole area. Cool. We're gonna go to pumpy pump stand. That's gonna go right, let's see, 118. Yep, it's powered. That's all that matters. And then we need this bad boy to be air blast drill, and another one, and another one, and another one. And I know I'm gonna use, I know that I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. Alright, so we have all of that. We can bring this all over like so. Cool. Alright, and then we need to build our coal centrifuge. And that's our next step. I don't like the amount of space these take up. So we're going to use a pulse conduit to come all the way up. And we're just going to plug straight into that one for now. Why would you have no power? Oh, because I didn't build the last one. My bad. Okay. So that's going in there. How much water does that require? Coal centrifuge, what do you need? You need 10 units of liquid per. So we can theoretically get 10 of those. I'm not going to do that, obviously, but it's fun to know that you could. So I'm going to do something like this, where it's going to be, nope, not that one. I'm going to do it in pairs like this. The main reason for that is because all I have to do is put a liquid splitter like way far back. And then I can do that going into, not there, there. And then I can do the same thing on that side. And for those of you who play this game, is it worth doing the armored ones? I know they have more hit points, but is it like worth the time and effort to do that? Not that it's a lot, but it's more than 0. So I don't know if it's worth the time to do that. All right, so that's gonna come like that, and you're gonna go there, and then this one is gonna come over here and go into there. And then we'll build on the other lines like so. Oh, is it a coal centrifuge? Am I doing this wrong? Oh my gosh, I'm doing this wrong. Oh my god. Sorry for screwing everything up, folks. You should be used to it by now. Let me get rid of all that stuff because it's useless. We don't need any of that. My bad. So, let's return back to basics here. What do we need to be able to make oil? Well, we need cultivators, I believe. The cultivators are going to go in and make spore pods. And then we can go down here, and somewhere we can turn spore pods into oil. I forget which one it is. Or is it the, maybe it's not the, where's, yeah, spore press. And the spore press is going to make us oil. Okay. God help us. I'm so bad at this. I apologize. Oh man. Sometimes I get something in my head and you just kind of go with it and it's wrong, like very wrong. All right, so let's not oil extractor. What do I want? I want a cultivator. So we're still gonna use the pulse conduit there, so we can, let's bring that straight on up like we had before. Okay, so I didn't have to destroy everything that I did, just most of it. We'll put these in there like that, and then we will get these guys going like so. All right. How's that working out so far? We don't have enough water still. Interesting. All right, let's get rid of these two so we can at least maintain that area. All right. And then they're going to output our spore pods, and we're going to put them up there. And then we need to go over to the spore press, and the spore press just requires spore pod. Oh, and no, it doesn't require water. It has the ability. Okay. So we'll put, say, 2 of those in place. All right, we have that. Beautiful. Then we're going to go over here. I want it to go to a big old liquid tank, which I can connect those directly. Awesome. I'm used to having to put stuff in between everything, and I don't have to do that. It's really nice not to have to do that. And then I guess I don't need any of this. This can just die. All right, you're going to go away because we don't need you. I don't want you using up any extra power. And then we can finally go over here and do our plastium compressor, correct? Oil, titanium, boom. Okay, cool. We're also way overbuilt on titanium, but that's fine. So we're going to do something like that, I think. And we'll skip a spot. Yeah, we're going to have it come over one more. Another plastium compressor. We'll put that there. Put that there. And then those are... Oh, no. No, we're just going to send those directly to a launch pad. I don't think they're going to be making so much that we can't do a launch pad right away. And then we're going to send that over to Depot 7. Sure. And they just need some power. And hopefully they'll be able to do their job. Oh, I guess I also should give them, their titanium. So bad at this. Yeah, you can see that they're not making stuff super quick. But that's okay. We're good with that. Our oil level is doing okay. We do need to make more spores. So let's see how we can get that going better. So I'm going to put another impulse pump, I think, down farther this way. Let's get power there first. I'm trying to stay off to the side so that we don't interfere with anything at all. Okay. Impulse pump. Cool. And then I'm just going to copy this. Maybe I won't copy all of that. I'll just copy this part. And we'll just shove it over there. Sure. All right, we have that. Power's doing okay. And then we can hook all of that up. I don't know why I like having a space, but it just kind of helps me see what's going on. And then we can just snake it in to be part of this train right there. I'd like to find a better way of doing this. I don't think we're getting enough production out of this. I'd like to have a better way to do this. So if you have any suggestions for me on how I can better set some of this stuff up, please let me know. I'd really appreciate it. But I do want to make sure that we have, excuse me, we want to make sure we have all that stuff set so we can do more things. We're also going to throw some other launch pads in here, I think. There we go. And we could probably split this off so it has a little more runway on this side too. There we go. Man, that's going to eat up a whole bunch of production on that one. So we're going to get rid of this guy. I'll probably get rid of this one and just have those two. Nuclear production complex has been recaptured. Wonderful. And now at least this is not slowing down, and this production looks like it's in much better shape. And our oil levels are mostly staying where they need to. And we're firing out that stuff at a decent clip. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. We have tons of water over here that I totally forgot about that we could do stuff with. But that's okay. We don't need to worry about that quite yet. Alright. Anything else that I want to do immediately? Let's see. There's a nice little lead area here. I think that we could probably pretty easily get some air blast drills in there. And just have... Okay. I'm growing, folks. Ready? Just straight into launch pads, folks. Look at that. And then what I can do is get some of these bad boys. Throw it straight in there, and then bam. And they'll fill up real fast. Then launch out of town. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm feeling a little better about some stuff. Not a lot better, but a little better. That's better than not feeling better at all. All right. So let's go over and see what else we have to do here. I would like to try to get some of this thorium over here so that we can set up another line of defenses here. I want to get rid of all of their stuff. Let's take a second to do that. Also try to regain some things if we can. So we have plastium, surge. Cool. We have a lot of surge, man. That's shocking. And I don't know why, but I really, really enjoy just going through and just installing all of their stuff. Like, just wiping it off the face of the earth. It's wonderful. It wasn't enough to just crush them from the beat. Well, I didn't really crush them. I got a little lucky. I did a decent job, but I think I could have done better. But it is fun to just kind of go through here and just let it do its thing and get all this stuff out of there. And then kind of having a fresh map. I like it. Alright, the only other area that they have left is this supply over here, which we will also get rid of. Where'd my crew go? Here they come. You guys are going to assist me. And you can see they were repairing our units there a little earlier. That was kind of cool. For those of you who played the game as well, if I were to start building stuff here, because I can, do they spawn into a different spot, or what happens with all that? I have a question about that, because, like, is that an easy way to, like, okay, I just built on top of their base, so now they can't build a base, and I have an easier time at it, like they can't attack me? Or do they spawn in a different spot, or does it just wipe out everything in that circle? And you just kind of got to be aware of what happened. I'd like to hear what the thoughts are on that, because I have some ideas. If I can just build a base and knock them out, that would be much more fun. All right, so we're gonna build these guys. Get that in its place. We'll use some nice... We're going to use some plated conduit this time. We're not playing games anymore. Alright, so I'm going to do that, and that, and that, and then we'll do splitters for those guys. Cool. That one I didn't think out too well. We'll figure that out. And let's see, from here, I'm hoping I can use a mass driver. I can. So I'm going to fire it there to there. And you're going to go from there to there. And then we're going to load up that direction. And we can get rid of all that. Alright, that's going to unload into a vault. Can I just place it next to it? Yes, I can. Alright, and then we need to build 1, 2, 3. Badunk, badunk. We'll get the unloader on there. And then I gotta try to figure out how I want to get this guy connected. Oh, I have a solution. It's not my favorite solution, but it is a solution. So that one's unfortunately just not going to get any love. So we have this one water, this one water. This one, why don't you have water? Alright, I'm not dealing with that. We're just going to put a pump there. Now you have full water. We have that all set up. Alright, let's build our defensive wall here. And we have lots and lots and lots of resources to play with, which I'm very excited about. I don't think we need to do too much. I was thinking about setting a silicon factory up here and just sending stuff out. But beyond that, I'm not sure what else I want to do. So, I think that's where I'm going to kind of stop it for today. I don't want to build this up too much because I'm not sure where I want to go with all this. And I got to figure out kind of what I want to do. But I think this, well, let me finish building the defenses on that. But I think this area here will at least keep us mostly safe for a while. And then if the bad guys do decide to come, we have some other things we could potentially look at. But all of that's covered, that's covered. We have backups there. If they come up this way, it's kind of a hot mess, but we'll be alright. I guess I could put some additional things around here. Like, I could continue this down and put some more salvos in there, but I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe we'll just beef up the salvo areas that we currently possess. Alright, I'm good with that. I'm not sure what else I want to do right now. There's lots of options we have, but I'm not sure which ones are good and which ones are bad. I am going to make just a real quick little area here where we can launch out some more of this stuff. There we go. Alright, so I also need your help. What do I do next? Do I start trying to take one of these 5 eradication bases, not including Sector 24, which I've heard is the worst, or do I go over to Desolate Rift? I'm not sure which one I should do, and I'd love to hear your feedback on how I should approach that. But I think that's going to wrap us up here for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your time, and I am very, very happy to have just a wall of defense there. I love this wall of defense. I think it looks awesome. And then we also have some production for some other stuff that we don't normally get to make. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.